What's up guys, it's Joshua here, and today I'm having the latest vivo X70 Pro here, and I'll be sharing my thoughts about its everyday usage and also camera performance after using it for about 14 days. So, this is how the box looks like. It's a pretty well designed box. You get a clear silicone back cover, a bunch of guidebooks, 44-watt fast charging adapter, USB-C cable, 3.5mm earphones, and a converter because there's no 3.5mm audio jack on the phone. Now for design wise, I kind of like it. It's slim, sleek, especially on the texture back. It has this matte feel and it's called the fluorite edgy surface, which makes it comforting to hold on to and not slippery. So the color we got here is the Aurora Dawn, which has this shimmering, glowing and color changing effect here. The camera housing is still huge, but it has a more rounding edge this time with a new camera arrangement. On the front, you have the same 6.56-inch AMOLED Full HD Plus curved edge display with a 120Hz refresh rate and HDR10+ support, same as the X60 Pro. Peak brightness goes up to 1300 nits and using it under the sun is not a problem at all. And the color contrast is pretty nice and sharp. So you'll be enjoying it with your video streaming. With the 120Hz refresh rate, scrolling through Facebook or simply going through your apps are super smooth. And it still has the smart switch option for you to switch between 120Hz and 60Hz to save your battery consumption. The vivo X70 Pro is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 1200 chipset with only one choice of 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage in Malaysia. And you also get up to 4GB of RAM expansion, but of course you need to have sufficient storage to expand it up. And throughout my usage, it's smooth and no laggy issue even though I'm on gaming for hours or on my social media usage. Uploads are quite fast too. Here are the benchmark scores. As for the cameras, it has a 50MP main camera, 12MP ultra-wide angle camera, 12MP telephoto lens, and 8MP periscopic lens. And guys, I really want to highlight the pictures and videos took out from this phone because as you guys know, this phone is a camera-centric phone. The cameras are co-engineered with ZEISS, and if you notice the small ZEISS T star marking here, it represents the ZEISS T star coating here, which can reduce the stray lights and ghosting effects on your shots. So let me show you some picture samples to make it clearer on the results. As you can see, these photos are taken on a bright sunny day and also during the night. If you can notice, the reflections and lens flare or ghosting effect is really minimal, especially on the streets light at night. Usually it is spread out blurry and made it unnatural, but here you notice how the lights don't shimmer or shine through the subjects. The pictures taken are really clear and sharp. Colors are a bit saturated, but when it comes to the details, with this 50MP main camera here, you can really see how well it captured the details even when I crop it in. The ultra-wide angle camera also did pretty well. It doesn't have those very noticeable blurry edges in the pictures on my day shots as well. Now something to highlight about is the portrait shots, because it has added 4 ZEISS Style Portrait Effects. With these 4 effects, the pictures turn out really great and natural. The bokeh effects are like those you shot from your DSLR. And if you're not happy with the bokeh effects, you can still adjust it on post. For videos, it uses the gimbal camera or gimbal stabilization. So the stabilization results out of the video that I took, I would say it is pretty good. So it has 2 stabilization modes here, the standard and the ultra stabilization mode. So you can see here, I'm actually running while I'm shooting these footages. You can see the differences between the 3 modes here, but still you can get a clear stable video with just a little wobbly on the side. You can shoot up to 4K 60 frames per second on standard mode and 1080p 60 frames per second on ultra stabilization mode. And you can always turn on the stabilization indicator here, which you can see the circle dot here. Just keep the white dot within the small circle when you're capturing and you get a clear picture even when you're moving around. So before I conclude, let's listen to the audio samples.
Let's fight like demons.
It's not safe for you here.
So it sounded decent, bass is not too heavy and it's pretty loud, but it's still a single firing speaker, so it does the job lah. It is powered by a 4450 mAh battery, which is slightly larger than the 4200 mAh on the X60 Pro, and a faster 44-watt charger this time, so it can last me for a full day of usage. So in conclusion, for the price of 3,299 ringgit, I think this is a pretty nice and great camera-centric phone. If you're those who are looking for a new smartphone that is focused on cameras, nice pictures and videos, well, this should be on your list. And the only downside that I think of this phone is that it could have a dual firing speaker rather than just a single firing speaker. So that's all from me. Let me know what you think about this vivo X70 Pro in the comments below. And if you like this video, remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like and share this video, hit the bell icon. And I'm Joshua C. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!